Yo, what up, YouTube? It's been a minute. It's your boy, Low Stations Up. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to those who've been with me for a long time, who never left. I salute you, man. I would have gave up a long time, if I'm being honest, but I appreciate y'all nonetheless. Shout out to the new people, who come through. And I'm hitting the table, shaking the camera. Look, production ain't tight. That's why I ain't been on long. And, truth be told, there's too many YouTubers out there doing sneaker reviews and stuff like that. So I didn't want to keep doing the same old. So, I still collect shoes. I've still been collecting. Just never really post or, show what I got. Just a part of me doesn't want everybody to know what I'm, when I'm like, stashing and stuff like that. So, I'm more of a private person in real life, but surprisingly okay with being in front of a camera, telling people my business. So it's weird, but hey, that's why we're here to just have a good time. When I started this channel, it was primarily to do like reviews on everything from sneakers to clothes and all that stuff. I got lost. I ain't gonna lie. I've been busy. I work. And on my hobby, I do painting, statues and stuff like that. If you follow me on IG, Los Tats, that's LOS_TATZ. Los Tats on IG. You'll see my work. So you can give me some shout outs. Let me know how I'm doing. I'm progressing. I've been doing it for about a year now, going on 2. So I'm really happy with my results. Where I've come. I should be posting that as content. Probably. You'll start seeing some of that once I feel like I've, mastered it a bit more. But just to give you an idea, what I'm working on now, this is a globe for a Superman statue. He's about yay big. So, that just to give you an idea, I've been busy. So, but I rambled on too long. Today's video is important for some who've dealt with TradeBlock. I haven't traded with TradeBlock probably since the end of the 2024, or not even the end of 2023. So when I actually received my trade, it was in January of 2024. If that makes sense. That was the last time I traded with TradeBlock on the platform. I've done 11 trades prior to this one, so it was always a good experience for me. I've never had any negatives. Okay, I take that back. No, actually, that was GOAT. Never mind. Scratch that. So I never had any negatives on the TradeBlock app. All the trades seem to be smooth. Everything seems to be legit. So I never had any issues, especially when I had to go and, a pair I got off TradeBlock, resell it. It come back legit. So I'm not worried about doing trades on there. So, but they've changed the way they do trades now. So it used to be you agreed with the person, whatever, and you send your sneakers, they send their sneakers to an authenticator, and the turnaround from the trade being accepted to shipping out to receiving them, probably 8-10 days tops. It depends. Again, it depends how many shoes, but typically it was 8 to 10 days. All the previous trades I had, but this time around they changed the way they do trades now. Now you get badges if you're a reliable seller, if you're a quick shipper, a whole bunch of badges. You can even get verified if you've done more than 3 trades. I think you can see everything on the website. Because I really don't even be paying attention to those things. I just be updating. Because, I like to see what's the market, where the shoes are moving, what's people's ideas. I have plenty of shoes that, I'm never going to probably wear. So I would like to trade them, consolidating my collection, but also getting things that I would wear versus things I know I wouldn't wear. And I know that's a waste of money to some, but what I've learned since starting collecting shoes is that, there's always somebody out there for something, somebody wants something, they're willing to pay, to get it. So that's why I've kept them. So, back to the TradeBlock. So the policy they changed is now they have a a trusted seller buyer protection, some nonsense like that for an extra fee, of course. But so essentially what it is I don't know if it's you that initiates the trade or if it's somebody that accepts your trade. I haven't figured that out yet because it's the first time doing it in a long time. But what I noticed is the trade I put out there was for the Jordan UNC 5's PEs looking with a little tag on the back. The new Kobe's that came out, the yellow ones, the butter yellow, those fat pajama pant laces, and the Nike SB Vista Verdes. Now, these are things I knew I would never wear. The Kobe ones probably would have just ended up being like a collector's piece, to be honest, just because of how beautiful the shoe looked. It's just, I can't do Air Forces. Something about my feet, like they slide in the back all the time, like when I'm walking. I hate that. So, you know, if anything, I was gonna keep it as a collector's piece because it was a beautiful shoe. I will give Nike that. They did a bang up job. The detailing was crazy. The Mamba snake on the bottom, all that stuff. Oh, it was a beautiful shoe. So, but these are shoes I knew I was never gonna wear, and I traded them for something that I know I would wear. The package, now, the trade was accepted August 29th, and the new policy was that the person that accepted the trade, now, I put that trade out there, someone accepted it, and so the option was to have the shoes from the other trader shipped to the authenticator first, verify everything's on the up and up, and then I will ship my shoes to the TradeBlock authenticator as well. As soon as that hit, they sent me the shoes. Now, that whole process took from August 29th until September 23rd. It was a long, long wait. I wasn't even used to it. I was like, whatever. It was shoot. I waited 3 months for the GoldenEye shoes. What's a week? What's a month, right? You know, like I'm already at that level. So, shout out to my cousin. It's his birthday today. A couple other cousins, I'm pretty sure. The 23rd, Jeanette, Miami Ho. I love you guys. You know, those I know for sure. Sold my collection, aka JJ. That's my boy too. You know, if you ever come across this video, I know I showed you I love on our days. But my package came in today. This is from TradeBlock. I'm gonna open it now, so we can see, you know, everything. What I traded for was for the Undefeated Jordan 4s and look at this buster, and the Nike SB Jordan 4 Midnight Navies. Now, I've owned a couple pair of the Midnight Navies, but what I've learned, you know, watching TradeBlock is people still want them. So for me, the reason I wanted that particular kind of trade is because I knew getting in more SB4s and the Navies is gonna help, you know, facilitate more trade pieces. You know, I'm trying to build up equity. You know, it's like a trade for something more I want. You know, I'm still trying to get the brick by bricks. I want the Nigel 1 lows. You know, like, I love the shoes. It's not about being a hype beast. It's a dope shoe. It's a dope shoe. I love it. So, and I love, you know, shoes with good materials. It's gonna be difficult to open this one. Slide down. I know it's probably loud on these mics. Okay. One piece of paper. And they're stacked right there. So let's do the SB first. Cause you see that the box is a little fried, but they were all like that. I'm not even mad. Mine were beat up too when they came from Nike. Size 11 ounce for your boy. Here we go. They got so apparently they bought these shoes from something called Sneaker Dunk. So this tells me this probably was an overseas pair. You know, probably why it took so long then. Yeah, everything looking good so far. Everything checking out. Yeah, look good. Tag, everything looking good. All right. Alright, so what they're gonna recommend. Oh, here's the paper, no problem. Don't need it. And if I need to. Oh, no, it came with the card, authentication card from Sneaker Dunk. So I guess TradeBlock left that inside for me, I guess. I don't know, that's nice of them, I guess. See other shoe looking good, no blemishes. Alright. So, I'm assuming the laces are like this because they have to get to that stupid. That's another thing. They changed. So like when you're selling your shoes or trading your shoes, they want you to do like GOAT and StockX. So GOAT does it though. Make you take pictures of the front, the sides, the inside, the top, the bottoms, everything. The whole 360 of the shoe and the size tag. So they're not easy to get. Stop asking for the size tag. Is it important? Maybe. I don't know. But a lot of shoes are very difficult to get into without you having to take all the lace, the factory lace setting off. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'll keep it a buck. This is like it was tried on. That's not how I got a pair of dead stocks in it. But I don't care. We tried them on. No creases. It's all looking good. All right, let's get to the main event, though. What I really wanted out of this trade, because the one shoe I really wanted was Undefeated for this will be getting put on the app for trade. This one's definitely from overseas, because overseas Nike's the only one that does these tags. So don't get freaked out when you see sneakers like this. Just let you know this is just an Asian brand. Overseas, I'm not sure it's from Asia. I don't want to see anybody else. No problems, no beef. There you go. All right, now Undefeated. The box look crispy, no damages. Oh, almost hit me in the face. Shit. Size 11. Safe for your boy. Pop that top. Oh, yeah. Okay. You can see me there? Okay. So, again, I doubt that the laces came like this. They're supposed to come in a box. Oh, the box is in here. I don't know if they took it out the box to verify, because look, one is rolled up, one isn't. So it just tells me that maybe he took one shoe out, threw the lace on it. I don't know. But I know they don't come like that. So, but the Velcro sticking to the side, but to rip it. But here we go. The Undefeated 4s. I'm trying to see, because I saw so many people with factory floors. This one is actually in great condition. We'll see the other side, the bottom. Oh yeah, okay. We got some. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I'm so glad finally got to add this to my collection. We'll figure that out. It's not important to me, at least. What's important is right here. At least the right shoe is good to go. There's the left shoe, the same. Alright, let me look here. Inspection. A little something. I won't even tell from, on my feet. I doubt it. Like a little glue, but that's about the freak it. Alright, you got the size, you got the tag, everything's in here. Yeah. Yeah, this one looks crispier. See, so again, which led me to believe, that was either yeah, the tag was played with. I don't know, that's how they came in. I don't know. No misspelling on that one. Jordan, rare air, yeah. That information is correct. What is that? Just check this one, just to make sure. Yep, rare air, nothing misspelled there, no letters missing. So there you go. the TradeBlock's new thing. From the box. I miss the old days. They used to send you like a little collectible card, you know, to say who authenticated it. You know, whatever. It doesn't matter. I didn't need it, but it would have been nice. Got a few of those cards, you know, to keep it going. But yeah, Jordan 4 Rare Airs through TradeBlock. I paid to ship my shoes plus fees, everything, $83. $83, and traded Jordan UNC 5s, Vista Verdes, and those Kobe Air Force Ones, the mellow yellow, butter yellow. I forget the name of those, but I got these and those SB Navy's Midnight Jordan 4s. Overall, when you look at it, who wins, who loses in a trade, it really a matter of, you know, opinion, you know, how you view it. Because in the sense that these shoes may one day very much go back up, they may go down, because there's so many. We don't know. That's the problem with the sneaker market. It's too volatile. It's crazy. It's like the stock market. You never know when what's gonna be up, what's gonna be down. So, you don't want to see that. But yeah, you know, TradeBlock has always been good. This new way of trading, for the extra fee, you know, to have the person send the shoe to the person first that authenticates it before you send your shoes out. Because one time I was telling you about, maybe it was TradeBlock. You see, I sent a shoe, and the other person sent the shoe. Their shoe was fake. Then they had to send me my shoe back. Now, that drove me crazy because that took a whole month for that shoe to come back. And those were the Black Cat 4s. You know, they were going like crazy bread at the time. So I was like, just get my shoe back. I don't even give a damn about nothing else. Just send the shoes back. So it took like a month, but I got my shoes back, thank goodness. And then I'm just selling them on Goat. You know, so that's my video. That's my spiel. Sorry it took so long. Sorry it's been a long time since I've been on, you know, but I'm gonna try to be better. Even if it's a shoe that's probably been reviewed like 1 billion times, you know, sometimes it's all about perspective and how somebody views a shoe. Like, I love green, especially on shoes. You know, like, I don't know why. It's a weird thing, but like this right here, when I first saw this shoe back in 05, I was like, God, I would love a pair. You know, and you know, I ain't paying what they were asking for. So 20 years later, you know, we be here, and man, this shoe is just as advertised as they said. It's better in hand. It's one of those shoes you gotta, like, even looking at the camera, at the shoe, it looks like a totally different color in hand than on camera, which is wild. So shout out to TradeBlock. Thanks for I think the name of this Torta. Thank you, bro. You know, I hope you enjoy the shoes, or, you know, if you're gonna trade them, you know, whatever. That's what TradeBlock is all about, getting something for something better, you know. I'm gonna definitely keep these. These are for me. Break those out sometime soon, because you gotta wear your shoes. And the other one's probably gonna be on TradeBlock, ready for that next trade. You know, hopefully I can get what I'm looking for. So shout out to TradeBlock. Thank you everybody for, you know, being on the channel. One love, and please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff if you stood to the end. You know, I doubt it, but if you did, yo, TradeBlock, baby. Peace out.